Hello, everyone. Welcome to One by One, a podcast where we uncover the stories, strategies, and secrets behind extraordinary success. I'm your podcast host, Robert Muringi, and we'll be building each other from the ground up. Join us as we uncover the blueprints of building a life, a career, or a business from the ground up. Subscribe now and never miss an episode from us. And on our today's podcast, we are going to be looking into another mechanical proverb, and this says that patience is the best tool in a mechanic's toolbox. And what do we mean by this? We are going to find out how this one relates to us in our general life and also in a mechanical workshop. And when we think about a mechanical workshop, we are thinking about those wrenches and the hammers and the grinders which are cutting all over the place. But today we are going to look at a different view of this and where the production is overwhelming. And therefore, let us look at the reasons why it is very crucial for a mechanic to be patient, especially when it comes to decision making. First, let us consider the nature of automotive repairs. And every vehicle is complicated. It has so many parts that if you are not careful, you might miss some when you look at them. And when we are faced as mechanics with the issues which are very hard, and also for us to think about what is the best way. Is it to use brutal force to break those parts which are not coming out, or is it good for us to take a step back and assess the situation and take time to troubleshoot so that we can do it right each and every day? When we talk about patience and that moment where you are not supposed to wait all the way, this might help you to notice a detail that you might not have considered before towards your solution. As we know that time is the best healer for many of the things, and this goes very well with patience that we are talking about today. And as we know that haste makes waste, it is always important for us to wait enough for us to crack the codes of the problems which are bothering us each and every day. I went visiting one of my friend's workshop where they had a vehicle with a head gasket problem. And when I went there, they had already fitted the gasket, but they had an issue of overheating where they could not figure it out where this was coming from. When we took time and went through the problem and brainstormed and thought about the process that we had gone through, this is where the patience struck us, and we had to sit back and think about where we have been so that we can see where we were going. And upon a proper assessment, we realized that the gasket could fit in two different ways, but on the other wrong side, there was one hole which was blocking the waterways, and this could have led to this problem. And this moment, the problem and all the things that were falling apart struck us, and we were able to sit back to analyze where we have been and where we were going. We analyzed the whole job, and we found that we missed on one thing, where the gasket is alike on both sides, but on one side, which is wrong side, there is one hole which does not align properly with the water jacket. And therefore, when you fitted this gasket, or when this gasket was fitted, it was misaligning or it was blocking one of the waterways. And this led to the vehicle overheating even after doing all this job. And what we do so that we do not misalign with our values when we talk about patience and waiting. And therefore, this only could be reviewed after we took time to analyze and finding that when we look at the old gasket, we found that it could fit both ways, but one way was the wrong way. And this helped us to resolve this problem just because we took time and sat back to look at the problems that we have created after fixing it. And where else is patience important in our lives? This also helps us when we are teaching and learning new skills. And also when you are teaching the young mechanics who want to become, when they are encountered with frustrations, with a task which seems overwhelming, this can help them to become what they want, quicker and easy. And therefore, it's good to remember that mastery takes time, and patience is the key especially when it comes to mastery. And when we talk about the experienced mechanics, they are always very important, or it is always very important for you to practice patience with the newcomers. And also think about the last time you taught someone a skill. You might have found yourself very irritated when they did not get it the first time. This happens always, but nurturing that patience fosters a supportive learning environment and builds a strong team in the workshop. And let us look at some of the ways that we can cultivate patience in our lives and also in any mechanical workshop. The first thing that we might need to do is to take frequent breaks and step away from that task. And when you feel that you are overwhelmed, take a fresh perspective, and this can make all the difference in that task. And the second thing that we are going to do is breathing. What do we do when we are faced with this issue and you have that simple breathing technique? This can help you calm your mind during the tense moments. The third thing that we could do very well is to teach others and mentor others, engage with others, share your experiences, and remind yourself that skills takes time to develop. And the last thing that we could do very well is to reflect or to think about what we have already done. After completing that task, take a moment to assess what you have learned and also what went wrong and where you need to improve for the next time. And a call to my viewers and my subscribers, I want them to remember that patience is not just an absence of action, it is an active process of learning and understanding that ultimately leads to that success. And therefore, on our today's podcast or episode, I'd like to encourage you to embrace the patience in your journey, and this can help you to become the best version of yourself. And whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, one by one, we will equip you with the tools and insights you need to lay the foundation of your own success stories. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. Your feedback helps us to grow and bring you even more inspiring stories. Thank you for listening to Building from the Ground Up. Remember, every great accomplishment starts with one single step. What will you build today? And until next time, keep building, keep striving, and keep reaching for your dreams.